Modern coding assistants like Claude Code and Copilot write high-quality logic at incredible speeds. They deliver solutions in seconds, but they do it in total isolation. That isolation is a wall that stops them from handling large-scale projects. These tools suffer from a form of amnesia. The moment you close your terminal session, the AI loses the architectural context and file dependencies you spent an hour explaining. Every new window is a complete reset. This memory gap makes long horizon tasks, like migrating a massive codebase between frameworks, almost impossible for a single agent. It can't maintain the continuous context required to track overlapping changes across hundreds of files over several days. We have built world-class sprinters, but software migration is a marathon, and these agents lack the biological hardware to remember where the starting line was. A common workaround is to simply open half a dozen terminal windows and run separate AI agents simultaneously, hoping the sheer volume of compute solves the problem. This actually creates a technical failure. When parallel agents try to write to the same folder, they trigger git-index.lock collisions. They overwrite each other's work and eventually corrupt the entire repository. Waiting for a smarter language model won't fix this. The bottleneck is no longer the intelligence of the AI, but the lack of a social structure that allows these models to work together without breaking the files they're trying to fix. Munder Difflin is an open-source, local-first multi-agent harness designed to provide that structure. It's a coordination layer that wraps the tools you already use, like Claude and Codex, into a single team. The interface visualizes this team as a 2D office floor. Each terminal session running on your machine appears as a character avatar working at a desk, allowing you to see exactly who is touching which part of the codebase. To solve amnesia, Munder Difflin uses a local memory layer. Agents record discoveries as plain markdown files in a local directory. A newly spawned agent immediately scans and absorbs this context, inheriting the knowledge of the agents before it. This cumulative knowledge base turns a series of isolated sessions into a single continuous project. The amnesia bottleneck is gone. That still leaves the issue of Git collisions, the risk of multiple agents corrupting the repository by writing at the same time. Munder Difflin resolves this using a single committer pattern. Dozens of agents draft code in parallel, pushing changes to a central gatekeeper. This gatekeeper organizes the edits, dropping them into the repository one at a time to create a safe, sequential Git history. This architectural constraint is the key to scaling, allowing a massive hive of AIs to manipulate the codebase simultaneously without triggering a file collision. You manage this hive through a central orchestrator agent named Michael. He's the supervisor of the floor, and he's the only agent you need to talk to. Instead of micromanaging code, you give Michael a brief, like migrate the entire test suite. Michael autonomously breaks that goal into subtasks and assigns them to specialized models. He might task a Claude agent with rewriting complex logic, while using a Copilot agent for rapid, repetitive edits. This shift removes the burden of task management from the developer. You are no longer a solitary coder. You are a project director managing a digital workforce. Deploying an autonomous team to work on your codebase overnight carries obvious risks, both to the integrity of the code and to your API budget. Munder Difflin builds trust through a human-in-the-loop approvals queue. Michael can automate almost everything, but he is programmed to pause and escalate critical decisions, like spending money or making destructive changes, for your direct sign-off. The system also includes hardware-level circuit breakers. If an agent starts looping or generating errors, the harness detects it and shuts the agent down before it drains your token budget. True autonomy is only useful when it is constrained by automated, unbreakable boundaries. Munder Difflin shifts the focus from the individual chat window to the self-coordinating team. The project has already earned over 2,500 GitHub stars, proving that developers are ready to move past the limitations of single-agent tools. Software engineering is becoming a management role. Success now depends on how effectively you can direct a local hive of agents that continues building while you sleep.